Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Paige DeSorbo, the co-host of Giggly Squad. I have exciting news. McDonald's has all new McCrispy strips. It's chicken made for dipping. Tender, juicy white meat chicken with a golden brown, peppery breading. It's chicken so good it deserves its own sauce. The creamy chili McCrispy strip dip, a sauce that's creamy, savory, and sweet with a little heat. But it works with any of our sauces. I'm personally a barbecue sauce girl. Even sometimes I like ketchup. I'm just like basic sometimes. But I also need it in addition to any new sauces I'm trying. With a new creamy chili McCrispy strip dip, it's chicken made for dipping, only at McDonald's.
Ever wonder what your lashes are destined for? The cards have spoken. Maybelline New York Mascara does it all. Whether you crave fully fan lashes with Lash Sensational, big, bold volume from the Colossal, a dramatic lift with Falsies Lash Lift, or natural-looking volume from Great Lash, your perfect lash future awaits. Manifest your best mascara today. Shop Maybelline New York and discover your lash destiny. Shop now at Walmart.
What's the man who made the intro? Mr. John Casey. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta be a white man to name the show. What's the man who made the intro? Mr. John Casey. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta be a white man to name the show.
Better wait here. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
10 minutes is a long time to be away from it. Peace, love, and blessings is all I'm after. Beautiful women, good cushion, a whole lot of laughter. Designer linen to stay dapper, then cap it off with a flyer's caption to go these moments we captured. Life is a blessing, every L is a lesson. If you really believe in God, then why the F is you stressing? I'm Shaka Zulu in a FUBU. Just trying to build an ecosystem like the so-called Jews do. It's the Culture Uncut podcast, and I'm back with my brothers here.
We already know the campaign, man. No man can, the wet man can. President of Wet Lives Matter, cause if it ain't wet, then it don't even matter. Play me my theme music.
Hang out a little bit, man. Everybody that's hanging out with us, make sure y'all engage. Vibe with us a little bit. Ducking the self-hate and don't care who discriminate. I determine my fate, only the real gonna relate. It's the Culture Uncut podcast. I'm getting with the family here. Yeah, we are back at it, man. It's the Culture Uncut podcast.
My man Casanova over there on the West Coast.
I could tell like how you but he brought that shit. And I could just tell like how you respond. He brought it.
What's the man who made it?
What's up with it, man? It's the Culture Uncut podcast. We back at it. Beautiful Tuesday evening. I know we've been trying to go on Wednesdays, but there's a storm on the horizon down here in South Florida. So we going on the Tuesday to try to get a pod off real quick. Fellas, how y'all doing?
Oh shit. I'm feeling good, feeling great, man. I think my boy Nova, he in the mix right now. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure out how he doing in a little bit, but no, I can't complain, man. Tuesday, I'm glad we get some content out. You know, usually we was trying to go 3 days a week, but you know, God has other plans, so I ain't mad at it at all, man. How you doing, Nova? Oh yeah, got my dog in the blender right now. He froze right now. Don't mind him. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I gotta switch headphones, man. Bro, I asked if we was ready before the show we hit live, bro. Now we like trying to do technical difficulties, man. Excuse us, this is amateur hour audience, man. This is our first rodeo and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We doing BTS, man. BTS crew. The CEO of BTS is giving y'all BTS live on the Cup Show right now, man. But beautiful Tuesday. It's super cloudy. It's always, you get that calm before the storm. So we were experiencing that a little bit, man. Let's get our bars off and then we can, start podding and hanging out. Get the people an intro. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the phone number down at the bottom. Leave us a message if you want to engage with the show. But comments are also welcome. Let's hang out a little bit, man. Peace, love, and blessings is all I'm after. Beautiful women, good kush, and a whole lot of laughter. Designer linen to stay dapper, then cap it off with a fly-ass caption to go with these moments we capture. Life is a blessing. Every L is a lesson. If you really believe in God, then why the F is you stressing? I'm Shaka Zulu and a FUBU, and we just trying to build an ecosystem like these so-called Jews do. It's the Culture Uncut podcast, and I'm kicking it with my brothers. Yeah.
What it do? It's your boy DJ Overfresh, man. You already know. I got my people with me.
All right, man. I was kind of uncertain. I didn't know if you had your people or not, man. Man, shout out to the people. Shout out to my people down in Florida, man, dealing with the hurricane. It's your boy Trey Pound, the moisturizer. I already know. Walking Cat 5. You know what I'm saying? Hurricane in them draws, man. No man can, a wet man can. President of Wet Lives Matter, because if it ain't wet, it don't even matter, man. Play me my theme music. Splash. Soak them up,
Splash
soak them up.
it is. Yeah, sometimes you got to soak the streets, man. The streets is definitely getting soaked down here. I'm grateful, man. Hurricane Milton is out there. It's a monster. One of the biggest hurricanes. Like, we used to dealing with them down here, but I was talking to Trey during the week, bro. I said, I looked at the little radar thing, and I said, yeah, that's Hurricane Debo. Like, that shit got the whole. Usually we barbecue, like, we Floridians, bro. So hurricanes at a 3, we vibing. We'll throw a barbecue in the cookout at a park or something.
Oh, yeah.
In a 3. But man, this 5, they say if it could be a category 6, it probably will be a 6, man. Wind miles over 200 miles per hour. They done topped out at, man. It's a whole monster out there, bro. Just hanging out in the Gulf.
Yeah, they say he's soaking the streets better than me, man. I gotta step my shit up, boy. But I saw this one dude, man. And that's some Florida shit for you. He was like, man, I don't even get out of my bed unless it's a Cat 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot of wild stuff in the news, man. A lot of wild clips I've been seeing. Definitely prayers up to you guys. We've been seeing the aftermath of a lot of different natural disasters and stuff lately. So hopefully everybody kind of like got their arrangements in order and ready to get to some safe space if need be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Y'all better have everything, all your affairs in order, everything, man.
I'm straight. I'm on the East Coast, man. It ain't as of right now because the meteorologists don't seem to be as smart as they used to be when we was growing up with hurricanes. They kind of predicted this thing a little better. But right now it's not like directly hitting us. We should get category 1 tropical storm type vibes. The rain is probably gonna kill us more than anything, but I don't think we're gonna get anything catastrophic where I'm at on the southeast. But the Tampa area and Central Florida, like it going across that whole Orlando, Tampa, that quarter, that I-4 quarter, they about to get some smoke for sure. They had mandatory evacuations at a couple spots, like Pinellas County, Tampa area, St. Pete, all of that area. They telling people. The mayor was on internet. She said, "This is not a survivable storm. If you stay, you're gonna die."
Yeah,
man, they're gonna get $750 though. Government gonna make sure you get $750.
Oh,
This ain't the time to be like, to get the $750. Oh, so you talking about the FEMA check that's apparently went out to the hurricane victims in North Carolina?
It ain't even a check. Here's the cold part about it. They told them, they gave it to them in Hawaii, $750 for the fire victims. Now they gave them $750 in for the North Carolina victims. But the cold thing about it is you got to get online to get it. and they ain't got no cell service, no power, no nothing. So it's
Yeah,
750
that's
in the
every storm.
ecosystem.
Like that, this ain't
It's in the
never new,
cloud.
bro. Like
It's
as
in the cloud.
I mean, Hurricane Katrina victims had the same problem. As a Floridian, that's just the issue with every storm. I don't think that's like particular to this year, but
But
trying
when
to
they gonna
get
get it right though, that's all I'm saying. Is we have all these storms, Rita, Katrina, dating back to, like Andrews, stuff that we can remember, and they still don't get the response right. It's always still lag, and it's always things that like little things, nuances that happen all the time, and they haven't fixed it. So, and then you're giving people 700. What the hell are they supposed to do with
then
$750? That ain't even
like
a hotel.
regardless of the party, I've seen Republicans in office and Democrats always the same response, and like the overall consensus is the people really don't matter that much.
Yeah, they put politics and play these damn games when people's lives are at stake.
Basically.
I don't know if y'all see my camera or not. That's the thing.
Nah, we just see a still photo of you, bro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that flicker boom. Should have read the Amazon reviews on that thing.
No doubt. I hear that. But no, it's I don't like the politics that they play when, you know, we have these type of disasters and stuff that's going on in the world, when you should be focused on people and getting aid and assistance out, instead of like playing these games for votes and like dumb shit, bro. Like that's where I wish, you know, my expression could be shown on this show, but that shit ain't no laughing matter when it comes to people's lives. I have my homeboy, his family out in Asheville. He was telling me about this situation going on out there, and you just see the politics behind it, and you're like, man, like, why do these people on like all these socials just playing around with like this community and stuff, and not like taking the shit serious, and just everything is just a ploy to get a vote, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
Is it a ploy to get a vote, or is it just how they respond? I think at this point it's just how they respond. They don't care. Like, you have all these case studies and everything, all this data and things to show you how to respond, what happened the last time we went, everything. And you mean to tell me we're still dropping the ball on this? Like, you mean to tell me you know this storm is coming. You can't have things in place to immediately react when it's safe to react.
Like, I just think the infrastructure of a lot of these places in the country is just outdated. So, like in those mountains, the roads are completely. People can't even get out of there. So I'm trying to even like imagine how does like the resources get in outside of them employing like military convoys to bring in. They drill
to this though. They drill to these things. They drill to these worst case scenarios. They sit and they run these drills constantly. Run these drills. Road goes out. How do we respond? Okay, we got these assets that we can move over there. We got helos that we can move over there. We can't get helos. We got these earth movers that we can move in there. They game plan for these scenarios. They train for these. They always train for worst case scenarios. So when it happens, the FEMA, the government, the FEMA runs through these disaster training. They do it yes, they do. They do it every year. They do every year, bro.
Where they practice the Appalachian Mountain FEMA training at?
Everywhere. Those emergency operation centers practice that. Those regions practice it. It's just like I practice every year for the wildfires in California and mass evacuations on earthquake. If the earth opens up, what are we gonna do?
I think the problem in Appalachian Mountains is they this is 100-year thing. They haven't had a hurricane to affect them in over 100 years. So like I think the infrastructure of what they got going on in the mountains. We was up there last summer, and I could just remember from being up there, and I'm seeing the pictures. I'm seeing places that we drove by. I'm seeing like mudslides and the way things are falling apart. That the infrastructure, like it hit Florida like that in 1995 when Hurricane Andrew hit. And that forever changed Florida, how we built things and the construction of things. I think the major part that's going on in the Appalachian Mountains, outside like FEMA, there should be way so more support financially, of course, like outside of the infrastructure. But I think the problem they really having is the way it was built, and it's an old infrastructure. And when that hurricane hit it, the infrastructure wasn't prepared for what had happened, because they didn't even get a hurricane. Like they got tropical storm vibes up there. It wasn't even a hurricane when it hit up there. It was just the amount of rain. Oh shoot, Trey, you out in the I ain't realized Trey was. I thought he just popped back up on the screen. Welcome back to the show, Trey.
Ah man, back.
But yeah, I think more of the issue with Appalachian Mountains, with a lot of issues they having is they weren't prepared in a lot of different ways. But I think now it should be like some military type efforts like they do in other countries to get these people resources. They should be going through hell and high water once they realize where it's at. I think it's beyond like FEMA. I think the American government should employ the Army, National Guard, everybody they need to get them people the proper supplies, man, and the proper support they need.
Yeah, I agree. Like Tyson said, everybody got a plan till they get hit in the mouth, right? Like you can make all these, like if you haven't been hit with some shit like that in over 200, how long you said?
It was 100 years. Yeah,
over 100 years since you had a hurricane. Yeah. Like, you know how preparation still, like when you think it's just a joke, you're just going through like the motions. But like when that shit is like right there on your doorstep, then you're like, damn. Because when we was there, I was looking at like, because the local community was saying like, when the wintertime come, they get snowed in. They can't even leave their house.
Bro, that's the main thing we was asking. Like, how do y'all leave? We driving up the mountain. I'm like, bruh, like, and I know it's snowing up here because we in the summertime and it's 50-something degrees. It got 38 one night in the summer. So I'm just like, bro, it's got to get crazy cold up here. Like, how do they leave? And they said, like, no, you just snowed in.
You stuck.
That's just it. Like, hey, ain't no help, ain't nobody coming to get you, bro. Like, you know, it's spooky up there too, man. It depends on where you at, but it can get spooky. But yeah, that it's just never gonna be the same again. You know, they're saying some people may never get their land back, their property back from like how devastated it is. I'm glad I got to witness the Appalachian Mountains before it got like what it is now, because I don't think it'll ever be the same. But you know, prayers up to everybody that's been affected by all these storms, man. Florida's about to get hit with a monster. Hopefully, you know, a lot of people had issues with trying to get out of the state. Like the evacuations, like this one was so like different to the point where Friday I text, you know, in the group chat with my family, the wife and the kids, and we're gonna have to get some rain boots and rain jackets. I'm that way. That's where I'm at in life. I'm looking at weather a week ahead of time and shit, dog. Like, you know, preparing for weather. So I'm looking at the weather app. I'm like, yo, we need to get rain jackets and rain boots. It's gonna rain like nonstop next week. It was a tropical depression. Saturday morning I wake up, they saying that it's gonna be a tropical storm hit South Florida. So I'm just like, oh shit, this shit moved quick. Bro, that was Saturday. Sunday night, they were saying a category 1. We woke up Monday, they was telling people to evacuate. A category 5 is on the way. This happened in 4 or 5 days, bro. And then on Monday, they telling everybody that the storm is going to be here in a couple of days. So I-75, I-95, everything's jam-packed. People trying to get out of the state. Some people running out of gas on the interstate, like walking to go get gas. Like it's apocalypse-type vibes. People trying to get out of Dodge, man. Just prayers to everybody on that side of the world, man. I don't even like to say I'm blessed, man. We're fortunate for that storm not to be heading our way, man, because I know South Florida ain't ready for no monster like that right now.
And I saw this one dude they had him on Florida News, man. He was out there with his shirt off. He was like, hey, man, we need to send the Air Force out here to fly dog on they airplanes around here to make the water cooler, because that's what's causing these hurricanes. So they can come out here and just, you know what I'm saying, deploy some of these jets and cool off the water. That'll help us out. I was like, golly, boy, nobody.
The water would cool water would. I just don't think that's gonna cool it. That's all. He owning something, but that just ain't gonna work.
Hey man, shout out to J Stubb, man. J Stubb. Yeah, definitely prayers up to the family, man. Hopefully y'all get yourselves in a safe space. A lot of people talking about bunkering down. I was talking to bro, like, man, that's crazy, dog. I don't think I would ever put myself in a position to where, like, if the governor coming out here saying, hey, if you try to stick through this, you're gonna die type shit. I ain't no bunker down, boy. We got to hit it.
I don't know what people thinking, man. I don't know why you would, like, there's so many lessons that you could just turn on the TV. You can get on YouTube and see so many playbacks.
That's fact.
Just like from Katrina, Rita, Andrew, Ida, like all these storms didn't hit. Like hell, just look at like the Philippines. Look at the tsunami in Malaysia when it happened. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many life lessons. Water is unforgiving. There's nothing you could do. I don't care how much you board up your house, put sandbags. Once the surge of water comes, there is nothing on earth stopping. There's
just
nothing
had
on
the
earth stopping.
sandbag conversation with Trey. My wife told me to go get some sandbag. I was like, if that shit coming to us, we gonna need we need sand Jesus, boy. You know, ain't nothing
Like,
bad finna do if that shit coming our way, boy.
Hey, motherfucker Sandman.
There's
100%.
there's no natural disaster that's predictable that I'm gonna sit through anymore. I'm not playing that
Oh
game.
hell no, I gotta go.
The only one I can't sit through is the earthquake because I don't know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it just be happening out here.
But you could
fires,
like, I want to be like you could get caught off guard. Like if you ain't got your resources right, some people gonna get stuck. Like we fortunate to have like things in order, but some people, bro, and then when you got to take off, the roads get crowded. You know, if you don't get gas in time, or like one lady was on the internet, she said she had 8 people in her house and her vehicle only fit 6. She had elderly people and kids.
Motherfucker got to pull straws, ain't it?
You got to play rock, paper, scissors to who sit through the storm.
Here's the thing, though, bro.
That's sad, though, man. Like everybody, and then if you ain't got hotel money, you may have to sleep in your car. Hotels are booked up as well. Hotels are gonna be price gouged. It's a lot of shenanigans that's going on. People, the average Americans living check to check, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that. But here's the thing, bro. Hurricane season happened the same time every year. Might happen a little bit earlier, a week or two earlier, a week or two later. But it happens same time every year, man. So you should know, man, as someone that's living in the South, hey man, I gotta keep my car above half a tank on the gas. Gotta keep my little go bag with my.
You live in.
That's how I live. That's how I live.
That's some real shit.
My gas tank above half a tank and the little go bag that got all my personal
I just said people
identification.
living. The average American is living check to check. You think they could plan out that like that? The average American
That's
can't.
simple. That's simple. Keep
To you.
gas. Keep a
To
car
you.
above half a tank. That's simple.
That's to you. Like you gotta be mindful of everybody's situations, bro. Like everybody don't live like that. There's some people really living check to check. There's some people that on government assistance and there's some people in Tampa also that got hit last week with a hurricane. So their car is damaged already from the hurricane, got flooded out, right? And then now they're stuck because they can't even get into their car because it's still flooded from the hurricane that hit
Take
last
that 750,
week.
man. Take that 750. And
They ain't got no 750. That's Appalachian
Get on the
Mountains.
Spirit. You know, Spirit's
boys,
still running flights. Get on the Spirit flight.
Just being mindful, like people be going through life, bro. It's people that are like in the negative in their checking accounts right now that's dealing with that storm. That's have already done, maxed out on their credit cards. They're withdrawn several times and they got withdrawal fees out the a-hole, and then a storm hit. Like, you can't just talk about a gas, bro. Like the gas light was on 2 weeks ago. I've been putting from day to day trying to figure out life. I wait tables, like you just never know. Like
so you
the
can't
average American ain't living like that.
You can't put $5 out the year from a check. You can't put $5 aside to have your money for emergency use. Like
there's a lot of everybody can't. Like I get what he's saying. Like everybody is not like prepared, and that's just life, bro. Like life is gonna.
It's a reason why homelessness is at an all-time high because the average American is living check to check, and homeless people ain't bums.
It's certain categories. It's certain categories, bro. It's certain categories. You're right. Not all homeless people are bums, and I tell you, the people that are homeless, that are financially unstable, and they're homeless, are the ones that eventually, if they go through the system, they'll get the help. And they'll get back on their feet. Then you got the ones that's on drugs. Then you got the ones that's mentally ill.
We ain't got to do a breakdown, but I'm saying right now we're at an all-time high because the average American are losing homes. They're being
How do we know
forced
that, though?
eviction because it's stats. I got the stats. We're gonna talk about homelessness in a little bit, and I got the stats on it. And actually, young black Americans lead in homelessness from 18 to 32. Like it ain't who you think it is. It ain't even drug addicts. Like it's people that are going to work. I had friends, bro, that you wouldn't even know was homeless. They have gotten evicted in between jobs, living out of their car, trying to figure out life. And they went to work, showering at LA Fitness, sleeping in their car, and figuring that shit out. And they looked like they was at the club and all that type of shit. Like homelessness doesn't look like everybody think it looks, but right now it's at an all-time high because the average American is living check to check. And when that check stop, they're fucked. That's why I'm just like, I know the average person can't go like even like bounce for a hurricane, like let alone like prepare for one is gonna be tough, let alone going to go find a hotel, gas up to get out of town, feed your whole family. That's like vacation damn near. Who got just extra money laying around for a random vacation? The average American don't.
Oh, man, we need to just do some more financial literacy in America. That's what I think.
I think a lot of it ain't dealing with financial literacy. Like
You didn't start off that way. You didn't start off living check to check.
No, but you can have like a life situation that throw you in a blender, and you just like at that point where you homeless now. Like when I was at that military conference, they were saying like when they was giving out the percentages, and they were saying, believe it or not, like a large percentage of the homeless population are
working people. I'm telling you, like when you do your research, it's regular working people that are homeless. Some of them got actual jobs and shit, and just can't afford the cost of living in a lot of these different places, bro. And they just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm saying, and I was saying a good percentage of them are prior military and veterans too, and a lot of times people find themselves, I don't know, like when they get themselves in that position, they were saying that they won't take assistance because of pride or whatever, because of like, I don't know, whatever reason people won't take aid or they feel like they're taking from somebody else who can do better. I guess they were saying that a lot of the time when military members get in that position, they would rather somebody else get that aid, and they kind of try to figure it out, and they will just take the brunt of it.
Are they tripping? You gotta take whatever help you can get when you're in a crunch, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, prayers to everybody that's dealing with it. I know Jay Stubbs, I know you out that way, man. St. Pete, they still got debris on the road. They ain't clean up from Helene, and now they dealing with Milton. So prayers out to everybody, you know. We're gonna see how it all plays out. But I want to have the podcast today because I don't know if I'm gonna have internet service tomorrow night. You feel me?
Damn.
What's your weekend looking like? Y'all got anything special planned for the weekend? It's fall, man. You know, pumpkin spices in the air, pumpkin lattes, the pumpkin chais. You can't go. It's pumpkin beer everywhere.
Make sure you get the pumpkin coffee from the website down below.
Yeah, cop the pumpkin coffee, baby.
I had a cup this morning, man. I ain't mad at it. I like it, bro.
Slap.
Yeah. I could use an extra shot of espresso. That's why I got to get me some more espresso beans for mine. I can use an extra shot of espresso in it because I like my coffee with a nice little jolt. But it's flavorful for sure.
That's what's up, man. Tell people where they find the coffee at before we move on. I know we're finna get in the coffee talk.
They can find it on the website below at Teacup Podcast. I'm telling you, best coffee, fresh roasted to order coffee. When you order, we roast it, package it up, send it out to you.
Oh yeah,
guarantee you will love every sip. You'll be in the kitchen tap dancing.
Nova do the roasting. I don't do the roasting.
I hand flick the beans.
You flick the beans. Hey, I do. I'm the bean flicker
Free
backer
shipping.
upper.
Free shipping on.
I'm the bean flicker backer upper.
It's free shipping on all coffee.
Yeah.
So don't worry about the shipping. We'll get it to you. You ordered it
Y'all
up.
Y'all doing any fall festivals, anything special this fall? This is my favorite time of the year, man. You know, I be want to wear like brown and orange and burgundy, like, you know, get into them fall colors and get out with a corny sweater or cardigan on or some shit, man. I can't wait for it to get any close to cool in South Florida. I gotta throw me a sweater or something on.
Oh man, I love all that corny shit, boy. I'm right there with you, man. Find a good pumpkin patch or some shit. Go.
Yeah, that's where I'm at in life.
Y'all want to carve some pumpkins, man? I was debating this year, like, damn, should I pick out like a costume or just like be that house and just like have some good candy, just like, you know.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, like, because girls.
What I do.
Go ahead.
What's up? What I normally do Halloween, I go to and I don't celebrate Halloween like that. I just like, it's my favorite time of the year, and I like to get festive. I know everybody, you know, Gio ain't on the show right now, but Gio gave him his woke breakdown of Halloween. But I just like to be festival, so I don't dress up. But I usually go to mom's house. She have a bunch of candy. Her neighborhood be popping with the Halloween trick-or-treaters and whatnot. So I take the kids over there, let Harlem run around the neighborhood, do his thing, while we just vibe right there in the driveway, put some music on, you know, the neighbors and stuff coming up, get candy, you know, that type of vibe. So I'll probably run that back again this year. But definitely trying to hit some fall festivals, man. I've been looking around from Boca to Wellington, Jupiter, just trying to find a good one.
Yeah,
what some pumpkins.
I'll just be chilling.
Damn, you one of them guys, huh?
There's another season to me, man. I don't really.
You's the Debbie Downer of the house, ain't it? Everybody
summertime is. I like summertime, bro. I like a little heat, man. I don't like all the. Fall is cool because you get to wear the hoodies. I like, get to wear the hoodies
season,
out
baby.
and stuff. But I think the best season for me by far is probably the summertime.
So you just turn like when the other season comes, you're like, all right, fuck all them other seasons. Summer's over there. Damn.
Yeah.
It'd be hot as balls in South Florida. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I like the smell of that fresh cut grass. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be sweltering cut grass in South Florida, bro. My birthday in the summer, and I
detox.
Summer started in May. By the time June hit, I'd be over it, bro. I'd be like, man, bring some cooler weather, bro. This shit crazy. It's 200 degrees out there, dog.
Yeah, no, you ain't even cut your grass. What are you talking about? Some fresh cut grass?
No, I got rid of my grass. I got rid of it.
You got rid of grass?
Yeah, I put turf down.
Oh, that's terrible for the environment.
Hey, man, I'm not paying $400 water bills, bro.
What? You got rid of your grass and put down turf? What kind of nonsense is that? That's crazy.
$400 a month for water because they charge you.
But the man gonna tell you he like the smell of fresh cut grass.
he got turf.
I do. Goddamn it!
This guy is the worst environmentalist ever. I love the smell of fresh cut grass. Man.
How's turf bad for the earth?
What type of grass you got on your lawn? Oh no, I got turf.
Yeah, I got turf. I got tired of paying. They charge me $400 a month.
So you don't love it that much
for water in my yard.
Fuck you, Mother Nature,
and carrying grass. Because if I don't water it, it just dies, and then they fine me. Because my grass is dead, so I'm not gonna pay $400 a month to keep watering my grass. So I got turf.
I'm mad
at same, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I live in South Florida, man, where things don't die.
It don't rain enough out here. And they charge you extra when you use water over a certain percentage. They charge you extra because it's drought. They say it's drought. So
you gotta get out of that blue state, bro.
Oh, yeah. You should
move on
down to Mississippi.
And you want to know something else?
You put some turf on your yard in Mississippi, it'll be a burning cross there the next morning. You're not our kind. Get him out of here. He got turf in his yard.
You know what's
crazy? He's better than us.
You know what's crazy? When it rains,
California.
Not even when it rains on your water bill, they charge you for rainwater runoff, and it barely rains. But if it rains, the water that runs off of your property, they charge you because it's going into the sewer. But if you put up blockage to stop the rainwater from going out, shedding off your property, they fine you.
Right.
It just don't make no sense out here, bro.
I think you just want to complain, man. They pay you extra for all that shit, though.
They don't pay you extra for that, man.
Oh yeah, you get cola.
Hell nah.
Cap.
What you talking about?
What's up with it, man? Y'all like and subscribe. Hang out with us, man. We taking questions and anything else y'all got to add to the show. It's the Coach Uncut podcast. Like and subscribe helps us climb the algorithm and whatnot. Yeah, we was talking about homelessness, but starting last week in Florida, it is illegal for the homeless to sleep in city streets, sidewalks, and public parks.
That's good stuff.
And also, in the same article, it said U.S. is on track to set a new record for homelessness. People with over 650K living on streets per the Wall Street Journal. It's rough out here in 2024, man. Don't let nobody fool you. It's really rough out here, you know. And as bad as you think you got it, somebody definitely got it worse, man. But I do think they should have laws around homelessness. While I am empathetic towards them, I think there's certain places like parks and, you know, sidewalks where there's kids and a lot of other people where, you know, there's got to be some law and order in a place for everything. So I'm not mad at them setting up certain places where you just can't sleep and be at. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I think I said a while ago. I love what they did out in Hawaii, where they had like their whole little community that they set up for like homeless people, like people the less fortunate that didn't have. And
What
it
that
kind
look
of
like?
I have to go back.
I seen something like that on Vice, but it was dangerous. Like people were getting stabbed and whatnot, man.
Inside the homeless.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, y'all go ahead and do Hunger Games out there, motherfucker. Like, don't like keep that shit over there. Don't, I'd rather you do it out there than at the playground.
Yo, yeah, no doubt. I was watching Vice. This was a while ago. I was watching Vice, and it started off. I was like, "Oh man, this is cool." You know, like this was when Vice first came out, and it was like really dope station and shit. They had some really good documentaries. So I'm watching this shit. I'm just like, "Oh man, this is dope, bro." They got a place. You know, they look out for the homeless, get them a way to set up their tent. You know, you kind of figure out life. And one family was going there, like really trying to figure shit out. Like they had like wholesome, you know, ambitions, bro. They got there. It was people getting shanked and shit. It was like jail.
It sound like
dog.
a Dave Chappelle skit.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was wild. It was wild times, man.
I can only imagine the debauchery that goes on in the homeless encampment.
Oh yeah, they was fucking all out there.
I'm pretty sure it's some unique debauchery that goes on. I mean, what does that look like though? Like a homeless encampment? Would they just set up tents for them or home?
No, you gotta bring your own tent. They ain't provide you.
I'll do more research and bring it up to you. But when I know when she initially started, she was running for president too. I think for the last go at it.
Yeah,
she's Hawaiian, prior military.
I think I know you're talking about. Yeah,
she ran for president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no, she was super proactive, progressive.
She's like a conservative Democrat. I don't know if she's still a Democrat though. I think she might have switched over to the Republican side.
No, she was running Republican.
I thought she was running Democrat.
You gotta know your peoples, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was running Democrat, bro. I know what you're talking about, but I think she switched parties.
Yeah, I like she had a lot of progressive stuff, so I wasn't mad at her at least attempting to, build a community for people that's like homeless or less fortunate, and then try to find an environment where you can give them resources and stuff to kind of get them out of their situation. I thought it was different than anywhere else. Like anywhere else, they just kind of how it is.
Yeah, she was a Democrat, and then she switched to independent. Her name is Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked her. I like some of her policies and stuff that she was standing on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and be sexist and tell y'all I'm never voting for a female president.
Damn, that's cold.
Make sure you.
Hey man, we gotta clip it. I don't care. Like, yeah, put it on TikTok. I do not care. Like, no, it's just not what I want to lead the country, bro. You know, like, naturally they move off a lot of emotions, and just it's okay to have like opinions and views, bro. Like people, like we got it in 2024. They making us soft, and you can't have opinions and views and perspective. No, as a leader, spiritually and country wise, in most aspect, man. Even at a job, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna want to be led by a dude, man. It's not because I'm sexist. It's just because women move a little bit different, and a lot of times, like in that leadership perspective, you're like their emotions, like how they whatever went on at their home, whatever's going on, it affects the job and the work that day. From my prior experience, so based on experience of life and being in corporate America, in a workforce or any different environments, even had a woman teacher, like in those aspects, bro, like it was different with a male teacher. Both can teach, but a preference of mine would have been to have a male teacher and not a woman teacher. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. In this instance, it's nothing against any of them. I haven't even heard a policy from her. It's just from a temperament standpoint, logical versus emotions, just characteristics of a man and a woman. Women are more nurturing than men are. Like I wouldn't want, if I'm hiring a babysitter, right? I'm not hiring no dude babysitter. Am I sexist now? Like, no, I'd rather get a girl babysitter than a dude babysitter, bro.
I don't think I'm gonna be calling somebody that's a babysitter to run for president. I just think, I think it's open.
It ain't about president. Man. No, it ain't. I'm not saying as a president. I'm just saying in different jobs and roles, I prefer a certain sex. And if I'm hiring a babysitter, I ain't sexist if I don't want a dude babysitter. No, I just prefer a woman babysitter, bro. You probably a great babysitter as a dude, but I think women are more nurturing and probably should be, caring for my child, bro, and not you. That could be just me, my mind.
I feel whoever's qualified, that's who it is. I don't care if it's man or woman in a leadership role. To me, if you're qualified, there's great women leader, there's great man leader, there's horrible man leader, there's horrible women leader. It's just
who's your great women leader?
For me, hell, the person I work close with, her name's Jessica Gallegos. She's a phenomenal leader.
No, just average in the world that the average person would know.
I thought Michelle Obama was a great leader.
Of what? The lunch shit? That shit was terrible.
No, she did a lot of shit. Like, she was a lawyer. She did a lot of impactful stuff. Now we just gonna just throw. I mean, even her attempt to all right, what average man that done her accomplishments though?
What are we talking about?
Like to make a whole policy to change the way school systems are fed, like that's not like an easy feat for anybody to do.
That was a terrible policy though.
Okay, but who do you know the average person that can make a policy?
Anybody that got power and connections. She only did it because her husband was Obama. Real shit. Like, if she was just some school teacher and had that same idea, she would have been able to do it. I'm not saying she's a bad leader. I don't know. I just don't know what she's led. That's all.
No, I wouldn't look at her as a bad leader, and I wouldn't like.
I didn't say she's a bad. I'm just saying I don't know what she's led. I never said she was a bad leader.
You said, what she did, make school lunches it was kind of condescending as like it wasn't a big.
No, when you go look at the nuts and bolts of that lunch policy, it was terrible. Where they were feeding kids and everything, it just wasn't a good.
In comparison to what they were before her initiative, though.
I will have to look at the pre meals before they brought her in. I don't know what the meals were before, but the healthy meal thing that she put together it's just my opinion of it, bro. It ain't that deep. I just don't know what she's actually led. But like a lot of times when you put in through policies, if you're the first lady, so you're in a political powerful seat to be able to get some of that off. But I don't know who she's led per se, like in charge of a government entity or business. Like I just want to be educated on it. If she has been, then that's cool. But I don't know of it.
Yeah, I mean, our commandant is the first female commandant, and a lot of stuff that she's done is definitely in our organization when it comes to cultural stuff, definitely way more progressive than any man that ever been in her position. And her resume speaks volumes. And I was also a lot of women pilots that's in the Coast Guard also that lead squadrons and stuff that I deem as great leaders.
Okay.
But it's all perspective and, what your experiences and stuff that you've been around, I guess.
Yeah. That's all it is. It's preference. I wouldn't choose a woman pastor either. I just wouldn't. It's okay.
Well, they're gonna get you up out of here, boy.
No, they can't get me out of here for having a preference. Like, they wouldn't date or marry an ugly dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got a preference in life, bro. Like, well, how dare you face shame? No, you don't want to be with an ugly motherfucker. And that's just what it is. A preference. It's okay to think different and feel different, man. Like, America making everything weird. If you think different, we got to cancel you. No, man, it's okay. That's what make America great, man. Thinking differently, having different perspectives, man. It makes the world a better place. It sharpens you too, man. Like, somebody thinks they go against the grain. It makes you think a little bit. That's it.
Yeah, I think it just become a problem when you take those biases into like different practices, especially when, like, for me, I got two girls, and if they want to lead or have a certain job, and somebody like, I don't want them to have that job because they're a girl. Like I think.
No, I'm gonna teach my daughter to lead. I teach my daughter to be a leader.
But
This
what
is
if
just
they
my
tell her?
preference. If of like a preference is you're in a situation and you get a choice of what you would prefer, and everybody preference you got to choose something. When everybody asks you what's your preference, it ain't, oh no, I like both. That's not a preference. No, what is your preference as a leader? It's nothing wrong with having a preference. Like, so if you have a preference, what would you prefer? A woman, or that's a preference. I would prefer a dude, you know what I'm saying? But I'll teach my daughter, just like I teach my son, how to be a leader and go get her own bag and to be a leader of people, to impact her community, all of that. I think women can be leaders. I never said they couldn't be a leader. I said my preference would be to have a man lead me, whether it's president, a pastor, etc., a boss. I would prefer a dude. I never said they couldn't be any of those things.
I just prefer them to get it right. I just prefer whoever's in a leadership position to be the right fit for the job. I mean,
that's dancing around a preference.
That's not dancing around a preference. I mean, I can't. I just choose. My preference is you be a great leader. That's it. That's my preference. That's not man or woman. Like man or woman, be a great leader. That's all I want you to be. Because I'm gonna hold you accountable, man or woman.
But philosophy-wise, if the questions align, that what is your preference, a man or a female leader? That's the philosophical, whatever you want to put it, question is just that. You can't dance around and be like, no, I'm
not gonna dance.
Just a good leader. That's dancing around the question.
I'm gonna just say I can't answer that question without saying I just want a great leader. Unless you take that as my answer, then I can't answer that question. I mean, I just can't say it. Like, I mean, I think that's just, for me, that's just unfair because my mom was a great leader. I mean, I think Condoleezza Rice was good.
Yeah, I didn't say they couldn't be a great leader.
I think she was great.
Like we do that when we pod like that. Like, I never said they couldn't be a great leader. It's just a preference.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just speaking as far as when it comes to, I'm not going to ostracize on my preference. My preference is just great. Just leave it at that. It's just leave it at that. That's for me.
Yeah, I think, and like I said, I think like it only becomes a problem when your preferences become biases, and then it kind of like trickles over to other arenas where it could be a detriment.
That's what a preference is a bias. There's no way for it not to be a bias.
Yeah.
It's biases are what, like preconceived notions based off prior experiences and whatever you've been through. It's not. We just sometimes like things like words and like like even the conversation we have is just like weaponized with like it's got to be a bad thing. Like, no, nothing's bad, bro. It's just people prefer things. To a certain degree. That's why like some people think like even people trying to get rid of civil rights and a lot of that stuff, that's be people's stance on it. But like, nah, there's nothing wrong with people wanting to hire their own.
Now, bias is a prejudice in favor or against one thing. That's the difference between the preference and the bias.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said bias is a prejudice in favor of.
Okay.
Like you have a prejudice against this one thing. That's what makes it a bias.
A prejudice is you prejudging. It's the same thing as a preference. Like my preference on having a male leader is prejudge because of situations I've had before. It's literally the same thing. Like, yeah. I'm preferring to have a male leader because of prejudgments that I've had in the past. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah. Hey, DJ say just back to, I didn't see these comments, it was on Facebook, but it's just back to the Hawaii camps. He said the Hawaii camps have a mayor and everything. He's like, it's a whole community, tents provided, curfew, police rovers and all that.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. I seen that on the Vice shit. It was like a real community, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it though. I love what she was doing. Like she attempted to, like, it was a huge problem in Hawaii So like she at least like made an attempt to get them off the streets and put them in their own community. So
Hey DJ, what you
Yeah.
talking about when you said the uncle with the good ideas? He said something about the uncle with the good ideas. Nephew, let me hold something. I got this idea.
yeah,
So, I wonder what that was.
yeah,
I wonder.
you got to elaborate on that one. Like
I know. I need him.
more.
I need him to come back and comment on that.
Because we all got them. Some of them.
Oh, he talking about the coffee. That coffee is phenomenal though, DJ. What are you talking about?
You ever had an uncle or somebody that had a good idea that nobody, like everybody just like made fun of him, but later on like, damn man, he was on to something, you know?
Not my uncle. Real shit.
He said Donuts Barbershop, what's next? All right, what?
Yeah, man. Who knows? F1 racing? I don't know. Sky's the limit for my ideas.
We know you ain't building no homeless community though.
Damn sure. Hey, now if they pay me, I'll build it. If they pay me, I'll build one for them. They gotta pay me though. I ain't gonna volunteer and build one. That's a damn show.
What? Why not?
It's interesting, man. Like I said, the demographic of like. Let me find the stats. I don't want to misquote the stats.
Don't be look, bro. If they honestly, it's a good. That's a good idea to have that in Hawaii, the homeless camp. Because if you're an employee, you should walk right over to the homeless camp and hand out jobs, and you should be able to just pick. Hey, come on, let's go to work. Let's get up. Let's go to work. You. Come on, everybody, let's go.
I think it's more than just like them not being able to work, bro. Like, or them not being able to find a job.
So then we need to split them up into categories. Those that are like on the financial other side, wrong side of things, we got them over here because they're going to go to work. They want to get better. They want to get right. The people on drugs, I don't think they should be allowed in the camp because unless they want to get clean, you come to camp. And we seen the case. They built this beautiful building downtown on Skid Row, and nobody wants to go in there because they got to get clean. They got to go to rehab. They got to get off drugs, and they don't want to do that until they're ready. So whenever you're ready, big guy, come over here. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the other one, the mental health. Now those people, they need doctors. They need treatment. They need a facility set aside just for them to get them healthy, to get them on their meds, to get them back into the right mind state so they can be back in society. Those people need extended care and deep care. And then you just got the people that don't care. They just want to be. They just like, I like being homeless. I'm good with this.
Most of it is.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Paige DeSorbo, the co-host of Giggly Squad. I have exciting news. McDonald's has all new McCrispy strips. It's chicken made for dipping. Tender, juicy white meat chicken with a golden brown, peppery breading. It's chicken so good it deserves its own sauce. The creamy chili McCrispy strip dip, a sauce that's creamy, savory, and sweet with a little heat. But it works with any of our sauces. I'm personally a barbecue sauce girl. Even sometimes I like ketchup. I'm just like basic sometimes. But I also need it in addition to any new sauces I'm trying. With a new creamy chili McCrispy strip dip, it's chicken made for dipping, only at McDonald's.
Hold on. Let me see this shit, man.
And that's good, DJ, because a lot of those people in Hawaii, a lot of those people are what you was talking about, Silk. They're priced out of their homes. They can't afford Hawaii. They're native. They can't afford Hawaii. And a lot of those people aren't drug users. Those are people that work every day, and this is very beneficial to them.
There we go. in the United States, people of color are more likely to experience homelessness than white people, and this disparity is due to a number of factors, including historical and structural racism. African Americans are disproportionately represented among the homelessness population, accounting for 37% of people experiencing homelessness, despite making up only 13% of the general population. This disparity is even more pronounced for homeless families with children, where African Americans make up more than 50%. That's like, these ain't the drug addicts. They're talking about like whole families, like working class people, bro. Like and it's majority of black people, you know.
I believe it. I see it. It's just like the society that we live in. A lot of times, you know, everything is just like one. Like there's like this stereotype against homeless people when you don't really know like why they're in the position that they are in, and then like two, like the economics behind everything. You know, like the society that we live in. Like we was talking about the housing situation. And I know it's the same way in California that it is in Hawaii, where we were saying that the cost of living is a lot of times, you know, like people are working, but they just can't afford to live in that state that they're in. So what now? Like, and then they have some extravagant like life situation. Like you have somebody in your family that got cancer or whatever it is, like, and now you in a bind where, all right, do I use all my resources to save a life? And then a lot of people do that. You know, a lot of people's like, you know, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to save my family member, and then boom, things just go south. Like a lot of times, shit just goes south, and you just end up on Skid Row.
Yeah, it can happen, man. It said one of the policies such as redlining and neighborhood segregation created generational wealth disparities between white Americans and people of color. These disparities make it harder for people of color to access land and property ownership, which increases the risk of homelessness. Other factors that can increase the risk of homelessness include being a man or a veteran, having a lower level of education, and being older. They saying another big thing is older people that are like aged out of work and can't find like stability in that fashion, like unskillful older people.
Yeah, no, I see that a lot. When I was at that conference, they was talking about like when it came to veteran, a lot of times it's hard for them to reintegrate back into society, and we got to take into account too that when people get into these different branches of service, sometimes they come in at young ages, 17, 18 years old, they get a bonus, and you know they're not trained, like just like NFL, NBA people who get all this money and then boom, like damn, what happened to that person? You know, they're not really like, once that part of their life is over with, now you got to figure out, all right, who am I? You know, what do I know? Like, what can I do? A lot of times people come from different backgrounds where they don't really have, you know, tools in place to get them situated. And when it comes to our culture, black people, we are prideful. I know black people that's in the military that end up getting out, motherfuckers just end up homeless, on drugs, like just I'm like, damn, bro, like I don't know if you know, I don't look at them no different way. I just look at them like, yo, like, you know, give them some inspirational support. But I've seen a lot of people that got out, bro, just like doing bad, bro.
Man, I drove. Me and Moms went downtown, had some coffee, walked in the coastal, and we heading back. And I seen an old classmate of ours, bro, like holding up a sign, like homeless sign. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this man like, damn, this shit threw me all the way off, bro. And I had to tell my mom who it was because they just unrecognizable. You feel me? And I was just like, bro, it's rough out here. But he's on the other side of town. So the average where we out west, you know, we far from the ocean where we grew up at. Not far from the ocean, but where we went to high school, that's about 30-minute drive from the ocean. So the average, you know, ain't seeing him where he was at. I'm seeing him downtown near the intercoastal. So the average person that went to school with us don't know what he don't have no social media, none of that. So that was the first time I had seen him in over a decade, bro. And bro was holding up a sign, asking for food and water. And we used to beef back in the day, so I didn't even feel real comfortable with it was real heated beef. So I didn't feel even comfortable with approaching him or anything like that.
You
so I
think
just kept it moving.
In that position, you think he gonna be mad? Oh, nah, man, I don't mess with
I
you
just don't know.
do
No, P may be shame. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be.
He can't be no shame if he holding up a sign, bro.
You just
he reached the altar. Ain't no shame in that, bro. I think you'd
be surprised. You'd be surprised. If you're somebody that you really got a real life disdain for, see you at your low in a situation like that could strike. People are prideful. You never know what it is in that situation. Man. So I wasn't about to approach it just from that because I don't know what energy he's on or what he's going through. To see somebody that he's had.
Let me get a Big Mac, baby. Let me get some cheese on that motherfucker too.
Think about it. I think they did a movie about it where this one girl she got to her lowest thing and she was at strip. She would go out of town to go strip to kind of make money, and then somebody came in and saw damn, it do brings back that shame. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Man, I shouldn't be here type vibe.
If I done reached the point I'm holding up a sign, bro, ain't no shame. Ain't much you gonna shame me out, bro. Give me what you got, man. That beef over with. Can we pause the beef until I get back on my feet, dog? Let me get a Big Mac with cheese, though, brother. Brother Silk.
Yeah, but and there's a world where beef goes on for decades and decades and people murder each other, dog. No matter the poor circumstances of any of that, dog. Hatred is deep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of hatred he got on. He may not care about no cheeseburger or nothing like that at that point in time, bro. I don't know what mind state he in. You know what I'm saying? I just know we had some heated beef and I wasn't about to approach him with no help or anything like that because I don't know where his mind's at, dog. I didn't even know he was homeless. So
you know what?
Walking up on him, he may have he may be bipolar now. He may have lost his whole brain doing meth. Who knows? And I'm walking up on him. Hey, you want a cheeseburger?
You could have fed that man.
I'm gonna jug your ass twice.
Dang, you hate the homeless? You jugging the homeless? Nah,
I love my life.
Lil Reese talked about this. Lil Reese, the rapper, talked about something like this, man. He had beef with this guy. They had if you know about the Chief Keef and his crew, Lil Reese and Young Dirk and all them boys, they were got bodies behind the beef that they were in and involved in. It was this guy, he was 6'8" or something like that. I forgot his name, but he was beefing with Lil Reese and some people got murdered from both their crews, died on both sides. Reese seen him a couple years later, he's homeless in the park, and Reese walked up to him and gave him some money, gave him some money, get a hotel room and everything. And he was just hey, that man, we had whatever beef we had, bro. He's down and out, man. It is what it is. I made it. And this is death beef. People died. And it's on the internet. If I find the clip, I'll play it for you. And it was just damn, man, that's that's crazy to stop the beef and pause it to be humanitarian.
Yeah, I don't think that's crazy. I think it's just it's being human, bro. Shit, life happens. You know
what the beef is. To be honest with you, because you killed my brother. I watch you starve.
It was some.
Oh yeah. If you know, I'm a hunter. Well,
I would watch you. I'll put a cheeseburger in front of you and tease you with it and watch you starve to death. You killed my brother. Some beef is just everlasting, and that's what I'm saying. You don't know what people hate level be at, because some beef, depending on what it is, it could be everlasting.
I got it.
You slap my mama, I might kick you, push you out your wheelchair. Why you holding the sign?
Oh yeah, got to.
Tell me when you're ready.
Ain't no coming back from certain beef.
Mm-mm.
What we got going on, man?
He done pulled up some random homeless man.
This is
what the algorithm. He just scrolled the internet hating homeless people all day.
All right, here you go.
I cut it on, bro. Can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
What up, dog?
I'm so hungry.
Glad you got through your.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, you got.
You ran into somebody in this video, and it didn't look like you were too happy to see him.
Yeah, he was out, but I still give him some money and shit and some food and all type of shit. I wasn't tripping off that.
Was that crazy to run into your op out there like that?
Yeah, that was crazy. I ain't seen him in a long time, so I guess that's what was going on with him.
Damn. And you still gave him, how much did you give him?
I gave him probably like $30, $40, some food, water, all type of little shit. Yeah, I knew him before things got left.
So you guys were kids together, man.
Yeah. Grew up with him.
Crazy, man.
All right, can I do a take?
Yeah, I gotta take
the beef is back on. I shoot you. First of all, you video recorded me. You giving me $30, $40. Then went and told everybody in the interview with the video, if you're doing some philanthropy, just give it to me, bro. Now you done video me. You done went on the interview. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, he was broke out there. He doing bad, man.
Nah, I didn't think he didn't do that on purpose. He was out there just giving back in the community, and old boy happened to walk up.
Yeah, and I was happy
and he recognized
reignite the beef and go ahead and shoot you twice.
Yeah, you got to
the whole world.
Man, you homeless. What low? You at your lowest, bro?
Man, that man probably ain't homeless, man. They just made that motherfucker homeless, bro. Like, how you know that motherfucker? Like, that man ain't said I ain't got no home, no shit like that.
Man, that man went up there and accepted that help. Boy, they probably had a sign. Homeless people get some water and food, bro. And that boy walked up there. You hear me?
Hell no, I don't stereotype the man. The man was just walking through the park, bro. They were like, hey,
man, when you give into homeless, and I think like doing any acts of philanthropy, I think it's rude to video record the people you're giving it to.
Oh yeah, it is.
I think it's rude, bro. So
that's
like
that
would have reignited the beef with me. Like, bro, why are you recording me? You know we used to shoot at each other. You know I'm homeless, but I got a pistol, bro. I would shoot the shit out of you, man. Do not record me. This is Chicago, baby.
Yeah, he should have slapped him with that cheeseburger, man. Hey, don't you disrespect me with the damn
with the pickle and everything. You know,
damn, bro.
Patty first, man. Smear the mustard on his eyebrows, bro. You kidding me?
Golly, bro. Y'all be some old cold-hearted bombs. Y'all probably play homeless just to
don't even put me in that category. I ain't gonna be no bomb.
No type of none of that, boy. I got a family that love me, boy. That shit never happened. not just told any jokes. Let me stop, man.
Yeah. What kind of bomb you be, Nova?
The polite kind.
What?
Take cheeseburger from his ops.
That ain't in my repertoire.
I'll never take a cheeseburger from my ops. Are you kidding me? You talking about you at your all-time low, bro? I'll starve to death before I take a cheeseburger from my ops. I'll fast until I can't fast no more. Boy, 40 days, 40 nights.
Oh
yeah. No cheeseburgers from the ops, man. You kidding me?
Take me back to the Hawaii village. Boy, I'll take one of them nigga cheeseburger before I take your.
I swear. I just go order me a sub in Publix and run out the front door before I take your cheeseburger, bro.
Yeah. I mean, old boy.
You kidding me?
Old boy showed us the route, right? The dude who had the doggone team, the fake team. And he used to order the whole football team, these fake rotisseries. And then he would just run out on the bill.
Who? Oh, that dude, Bishop Sycamore coach.
Yeah, Bishop Sycamore coach.
Yeah,
oh, he was wilding.
Yeah, that boy, he ordered the pizzas. It was pizzas too. He got a whole bunch of pizzas.
CC's pizza or something.
And the card declined. He just take the pizzas and dip out.
Yeah.
Say the school gonna pay him. He was putting everything on the school bill, and the school got a bill for like $15,000. Boy, they ain't had nobody at the school, bro. That's hey, but that boy was a. Go ahead.
I said I legit don't have no like. There's nobody like I don't really have any beefs, any lingering like beef. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not there in life. It's got people I never deal with or hang with or spend quality time with that I may be used to and we have like quarrels with in the past. But a beef, like if I see somebody that I used to dislike in the past or had some real run-ins, I don't feel no type of way, bro. Like so I just keep it moving. When I seen bro, you know, I did feel sympathy for him. Like, man, damn, dog was in a fucked up position. You just never know, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm just, you know, empathetic and also aware that I have no idea what type of mind state he's in. He could have just got out of the crazy house for all I know. I just don't know. So I'm not about to walk up on him to say anything because I don't know what his mind state is. He may think I'm walking up on him to do him something. You feel me? So you just never know. What do y'all think about this though? Maybe we're gonna get to some Louisiana news and updates. Boosie says that he doesn't allow his daughter to bring her girlfriend to the house because he doesn't want her to contaminate her siblings.
Man, listen, that's what goes on in this house, man. Like, who am I to to condemn him for that that goes on in this house? He ain't abusing her. He ain't beating on his daughter. He just stated a preference. It's like if your parents say, "Hey, I don't care if you have a girlfriend, but you ain't bringing her to this house." What you gonna do? What's the difference? Honestly, what's the difference? If they say you can't bring who you love to this house, they're not welcome here. What's the difference?
I mean, it could all be. It could all. This is me playing God's advocate. It could all be wrong, right? Like not accepting who your kid maybe love. This is not my beliefs. This is just me playing God's advocate. I want to be clear. So it could be both are wrong. Like, what's the difference? It could be like maybe they aren't any different. Maybe they're absolutely the same. Like, you're not accepting whoever your kid's in love with. Like, what if somebody said, "Don't bring no black kid to my home," right?
Okay. That's their preference.
It is. Yeah. I'm saying I'm just doing God's advocate. I'm not saying like right or wrong.
I never said it was right. I never said it was right. That's their preference. That's what they don't want in their home. That's their home. It's just like
at the same time, God's advocate. That's your child, and when you put the words out, contaminate, and then you also got to think like that child also have a relationship with their siblings, and like how that gonna impact them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say, "Oh, you're gonna contaminate your siblings." Like they don't have a relationship with, like, and what's contaminate? I think he was
a bad word. It's a bad word.
Poor choice of words. But I mean, he got his beliefs. It's something that we'll have to ask him to dive deeper into it. Like, why? I mean, we could look at the surface and what he's put out there and go,
he lives like the average Christian. He's like probably hypocritical in his beliefs, where like he does sin and does other things that's against the Bible, but he believes from a spiritual standpoint. He's beefing with the LGBT, the letter people for years. So none of this is new, dog. Like he go to war with the letter people on a regular basis. So he has like hypocritical Christian beliefs like the average Christian does, and he doesn't believe in same-sex marriage. So he's saying that she could possibly bring those ideas and spark the interest of his younger kids, and that could, I'm not mad at that take entirely. You know what I'm saying? I just think he chose bad words, and to say that in the public is a whole different area. Like, to have those beliefs and you stand on it and you speak to your child about it, you talk about your differences with your child, is one thing. But to go on interviews and make that public, now you're embarrassing her, and then she got to go talk about it on different social media because she got her own platform doing her own thing. Now it gets messy. And him being an older man, he's got to be cognizant of like controlling the situation, controlling the narratives. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, they're going to weaponize whatever words you put out there. And he just gave media, the whole world, something to weaponize in his household, and it was unnecessary. So I'm not mad at his beliefs, even though they're hypocritical. Most people beliefs are hypocritical. Like, Christians don't live 100% according to the Bible.
Yeah, that was
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that was my honest, like I think he was in a spot where he was kind of set up, and I think he knew where the conversation was going, and because he was on the Carisha platform, right? And then he also had like prior beef with the saucy dude or girl, whatever that is.
Situation. No, that's a dude.
Yeah, he also had like prior
that's a dude. That is a dude. Whatever that
He's
is.
A man.
Oh yeah, that's
he cannot go play in the WNBA. He got nuts.
He can be a doggone power forward. Might be for him.
I still got Reese boxing his ass out.
Nah, let her box me out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you seen them leopard leggings she had on the other day?
Oh God Almighty! God,
yes, Lord. Yeah.
God put his hands all over that.
Yeah, she dunk on me. 100%.
2-hand Shaq style.
Yes, sir.
No, I think he was kind of set up in a sense, because I think she knew like he was gonna like be triggered by it because of the situation he had with him, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think he was briefed on the conversation. She tossed that out there knowing that it was gonna be a viral moment, and then he took the bait, And
Nah, he knew what he was doing, bro.
I think
Like, he's too media trained, and he aims to go viral. I think he goes on Vlad for that reason. I think a lot of his talking points in the past, he's been banned on so many social media platforms for trying to go viral. And I think that was just one of those moments. I don't think you catch a veteran that's 40-something years old off guard like that in media. You know, he just got to get past like this social media world and attention. The attention's the biggest drug, bro. Like, and he just wanted some attention. And he got something that affected his household.
Yeah, to do that, the expense of your child, I think that's unfortunate. And to listen to her response to it, like, yo, like he's always throwing my sexuality out there. Like, this is something that, like, I want it to be like a family situation, and he's always putting that at the limelight. I thought that was kind of like, you know, I think that was sad. Like, she's right. Like, yo, y'all should keep family business personal. Like, y'all, if that's something that y'all,
My sex life ain't even really family business though.
yeah, it shouldn't even be out there. But he's always putting it out there. Yeah.
Talk about.
I think it's just a wild thing, man. I think a lot of people do things in their home that people outside of their home might not agree with. So
Facts.
To each his own. I just abuse, beating your kids, like all that stuff. I think that's molesting. Now that's egregious. But some things, who am I to tell you how to run your house? You know, like I don't like cursing in my house around my kids. You know, might go to your house and you curse around your kids. I gotta respect that when I come to your house, just like you have to respect it when you come to my house, or don't come.
Oh yeah. Definitely, don't come in my house. Don't come. I have a no come policy. Mm-hmm.
But no, that's just how.
But what are y'all thoughts on like him? Like his younger boys are young, but he will buy like prostitutes for him and like young let them do their thing with them. You know what I'm saying, at a young age before they was adults.
Boosie toxic, bro. And that's it. You know, like he just live a hypocritical life. I do think well, I would never. I just don't want to be around like any of my kids' sex situations. So I don't want to put my son in a situation where he could get ass. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm gonna teach you the game, but like that's not a role and a thing I want to bond with my child over some cheeks. You know, like that's just a weird situation for me, man. But he also from Louisiana, so I need Nova to kind of harp in on the culture of that in Louisiana.
Yeah, what's up with that, man? Damn, he went mute. He froze. Oh, he talking to Boosie right now.
Yeah, he's talking to that's actually Hurricane Chris.
Hurricane told him like, "Hey man, I've been trying to tell y'all they was down here doing a whole lot of ratchet stuff, man." But y'all,
what was the question, bro? I'm sorry.
Nah, we just having joshing about Boosie and his sons.
About
with his son over cheeks.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
He broke them boys in.
Yeah, that's some charges, man. That's some charges.
That might come up later on.
Yeah, that's what that's underage sex.
Hey man,
what we at election wise? How many days we out?
28.
28 days out.
Yeah.
It feels
the mail-in ballots might get lost, bro, in Florida.
Yeah, I told Trey this earlier,
bro. We're gonna have to get Patreon for that, bro.
It could be tricky with voting and everywhere a hurricane has hit, it could be tricky because people out of their precinct, they've been relocated, mail-ins, everything getting lost in the mail. Like it could get tricky with voting. I don't want to jump in too deep into a conspiracy bag, but we 28 days out, and just from the temperature, just watching, I seen Kamala. She did Bill Whitaker on 60 Minutes, which was, I think it was a blender of a situation. And then I seen Elon Musk at a rally with Trump. It's just like they're ramping up, I think, like their last little push here. You feel me? So like what's y'all feel? You said what happened with who?
Oh no, 60 Minutes. I've been meaning to watch it. I thought I was gonna catch it.
I'm gonna let you watch it for yourself. I don't want to give you no preconceived thoughts, man. Go watch it and we'll talk about it on the show. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to tell people my thoughts of things until they watch it. I asked y'all if y'all watched the Elon shit. Y'all said, nah, I'm gonna let y'all watch it.
I watched some
it's
bits.
long.
I watched some bits and pieces of it. His speech or the sit down interview or the speech at the rally.
No, the sit down interview with Carson.
Oh, it's Tucker. Okay, yeah. I watched some clips from it. I just haven't. I've been busy, man. Had to take my car to the shop and some other things, so I haven't really sat down and consumed the news. I kind of stepped back from it because the rhetoric between both of them, and like here we are, we got these hurricanes, we got real live stuff, and y'all ain't made nothing happen. This showtime. This is your time to show up. If you want to be a leader,
who hasn't made anything up? You talking about? I'm
either
talking
one
about
of them. Either one of them. I've heard that Trump, he got some Starlinks. Him and Elon got some.
Well, he's not an elected official. Like, what is he supposed to do?
You still could have called some shots. Nonprofit organizations could have rounded him up, got him out there, got him boots on ground, taking action. You know what I'm saying? He could dig into that bag. He can make phone calls. He ain't got to do the government side, but he can make phone calls to mobilize nonprofit groups to start.
Yeah, I think they're 28 days out. I don't think he got time for that.
I'm saying, but I mean,
as an elected official, they got a job. But I think his job right now is to win the seat, and then whoever's in the seat criticize them for not doing the right thing. Is what he don't have really time to put his resources toward, trying to help that situation. I think, of course, he's politicizing it just like the Democrats are. I think both sides are doing like politics with it. So he's making some efforts, but it's all around politics to get a good look and to talk bad about Kamala and and the lack of what the Democrats are doing in this situation with the storm. But I think all of them are like throwing their haymakers right now and throwing like Hail Marys at the press. Like the press, like Kamala was on the Call Your Daddy show. She did the podcast with
she didn't come on here.
Matt Barnes. She also did 60 Minutes, I said, with Bill Whitaker. Trump did his rally. Trump turned down Bill Whitaker, and Bill Whitaker, bro, shout out to that brother. That brother's a sharp journalist, dog. He with the shits. And when I watched the Kamala shit, I realized why Trump turned that shit down too, because he bring that smoke and that pressure with every question he brings to the table. So I would have liked to see Trump do it as well. He turned it down at the last minute. We'll see if he doubles back. But I do like just listening to the talking points, because the press they're starting to get now is starting to get a little bit more detailed with like policies and whatnot, and some of the tough questions. But it's going to ramp up a little bit more here. We'll see how it all plays out. But I think these last 28 days up until the election is going to be a wild roller coaster.
Oh, that's for sure, man. Like, we about to see some chaotic stuff, but I just feel like this is a prime opportunity for a leader to step up to the plate and show us what they got. You know what I'm saying? And I think they missed it.
Yeah,
they missed it because you really had two catastrophic things. Whole towns were wiped out, people displaced, and your time to shine was now, and you didn't even step up. But like everything that we do in this world, people gonna forget. They don't care about that. They're gonna, if the news ain't screaming about it, I guarantee you, if Trump was in office, the news would have been all over it and talking about how horrible his response and how can he still be on a campaign trail.
But now the news all over it.
Yeah,
over
on our ass.
This,
Yeah,
they on their ass too.
Man,
it's the same. I don't know what algorithm you in, but I've been seeing heat like on our ass a lot, and I think that's where it goes back to the point where like as American citizens, like we don't want to see you guys fighting over politics and talking points, and what like if we want to see action, like cut the shit.
It's crazy, bro. All this money that go to wars and all these other countries to aid all these other people. Charity begins at the home. I never take the government serious, not one branch of it ever, because like when you really look at the bones of what this thing is, bro, they don't care about the people. From the top of the president to the police officers in your neighborhood, they do not really care about the people. It ain't really for us. They ain't here to protect and to serve, and this country ain't really here to help us. We watch billions of dollars go out every year, and then we see homelessness in America. You can't fix everybody's problems with money, but you can with resources.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with education and different things in different neighborhoods and all that. I just gave you the numbers of who's affected by homelessness the most, and it's the have-nots. It's black people. Like, we're affected by these people do not care. So, like, I said this on the last podcast, and I'm gonna always say this: it don't matter who we vote for. Definitely go vote. Like, go cast your vote. But those people are never gonna be looking out for us, and it shows, man. These ain't black people in the mountains. That's why it don't really be a black thing. It be a classism thing as well. Like, most of the people that are suffering up in the Appalachian Mountains ain't black people. And this is the average American, black, white, or indifferent. The power is in the people. And the people, they do not care about the people. While we over here fighting over Democrat and Republican, the people at the top do not give a shit about y'all whatsoever. And the moment we all realize that and get, the moment we realize that they get on the same accord, when we'll get some real progress, man. But everybody's fighting over donkeys and elephants and, you know, black and white. You know, whatever it may be, neighborhoods, sports teams, just division, and nothing gets done.
No, one of the guys at that conference said one of the realest shit, and he's in a seat in North Carolina. He said that the problem is, like, motherfuckers now are not like everybody just focus on a party and not resolutions. You know, like, everybody's focused on what look good for the party and not what look good for the people. And as a country, like, and this is where the division comes from. Like, and we supposed to look at shit from a bipartisan view. And a lot of times when it comes to these voting situations, it's supposed to be objective, but it's subjective because we all came from different, like, environments, and we all have different, like, we grew up different. So, and it just, like, we're so divided in so many different, like, ways that, like, we can't, like, see, like, we can't put, like, common sense, like, politics, like you guys are fighting over, like, two shit and not the care for the people. You know what I'm saying? This is where shit just, like, it's who's gonna look better, which party is gonna look better, or which, like, what can you grab to make this party look bad? And, you know, like, it just all
some of it be real. Like, I think some of it, like, it be real fundamental differences, right? And real principle differences. Like I mean, a lot of it, you know, it comes down to, like, beliefs. Like, some of these people really believe in, you know, I don't even want to get in like deep into a lot of these topics because they're all so sensitive, man. But even when you get like down to, like, abortion, that was a big thing at the debates. There are some people that, like, really believe from a religious standpoint and stand on that and are conservative in that. And they're gonna ride with their party regardless because they like, nah, bro, I can't go against, like, my core principles, you know? I think we all gotta, like, vote for ourselves and be open-minded to giving everybody the opportunity to vote for, like, what they really believe in, not condemning. It just feels like, as a black man, we never, as a culture, we never really had like a real option, like a real opportunity with an open mind as a people to say, yo, I just want to vote on what I believe in, not what I was taught to believe in, not what I was passed down, but just what I believe in, and then go from there. But it's just so much brainwashing that comes from everybody. But I think a lot of the differences is core beliefs around a lot of, like, sensitive topics, you know, even from reparations, like that. Those, like, comes down to, like, core beliefs, and also, like, I don't think either party is serious about giving us anything pertaining to that. But what are we gonna do? Like, reparations, like, what do y'all believe in reparations? I believe it's due, right? But I don't think either party, Republican or Democrat, is serious about getting a black man anything, because why would they have to? How are we holding them accountable? They're gonna get our vote regardless. So why would they have to give us anything? Our vote don't mean anything because we give it away just because, you know, we think somebody may be racist on the other side, but we're not holding anybody to the fire for results or what we really need and what we want, what we deserve, and as a culture and as a people, as a lineage. So it goes back to a lot of different things, man. Just be core beliefs too. And then I think the average person is just brainwashing to being sheep. And, you know, the algorithms know how to, like, dog pile and give you more of the things you're searching, and then you get into this echo chamber of just seeing the same things over and over till you just think that's just the right way of being. But you just got to be neutral minded, man, not be brainwashed. Read books, educate yourself, and that's where the freedom's at, and educating yourself on both sides. Reading, watching whole interviews, not falling for the quick little clickbait stuff, reading whole books, watching whole shit, and you'll get educated on what's really going on out here. I just got a chick hit me with that on TikTok. She grabbed 3 words from me and went crazy. I'm like, did I just get Trump? Like, I said a whole paragraph, baby. You took 3 words and just did your whole little skit to it.
Let him finish. She ain't even let him finish. She took that, boom, half a second, and it was like,
yeah, she went crazy with it.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, like the federal government on both sides are not doing their job, and it could go down to like core beliefs. But like my thing, like with the whole,
some of it does. You're right. Yeah. There are some just sheep, and there's some people just want to just ride for a side. There are those people, but the serious people, there are some core beliefs there. I don't want to like wash them out of this as well.
Yeah, and when it comes to like the abortion thing, I think like for me, like why overturn the Roe v. Wade, because that gave the woman the right to kind of like make that decision. And then he also had the state when it came to a certain trimester.
They don't overturn it. They just sent it back to the states.
Yeah, that means states to decide.
So that's what overturned it. So originally it was between the woman and the doctor at the first trimester. In the second trimester, that's when the state got involved. Now from the gate, the state is involved.
As it should be, though.
Yeah, I think it should be, though.
I think the woman should have a say so.
I'm not saying they shouldn't have a say so.
So the state should decide it. Like the states, the residents of the state, they vote for each state. Yeah.
No, I'm saying the original Roe v. Wade, when
the federal government intervened and made it a federal law,
right?
But now
at the first trimester, it was between the woman and the doctor.
I'm not arguing about abortion, whether it's right or wrong. What I'm saying is they just sent it back to the states. So all 50 states can come up with their own ruling from it. For it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, but if you in a state where like if they have a hard line, like if you in some of these like hard red states where they have a hard line against things, and then you don't even want to like give the woman a decision, that's where it can kind of like get into these little awkward like situations, and that's why they're like, all right, well, why overturn it? Where now you putting shit where the doctor is uncomfortable with doing shit. Now I got to go to other states.
The states never did it. The states, it was federally funded programs. The states
got involved at the second and third trimester.
Yeah. So I look, man, they kicked it back to the states. And like people tell me when I talk about my guns, we'll move to a state that allow guns.
Damn, I hear you on that. But no,
my whole here's my whole take on the abortion thing, and I said it last show. If a woman can sit up there without the man's input, go abort a child, but then if this man doesn't want to take care of this child or doesn't want anything to do with this child,
that's my stance.
But she still have it. Like, why? How is that fair to him?
Fundamentally, yeah, it doesn't.
Like,
but a lot of situations is not like that.
If I go get a girl pregnant and she come to me and she say, "Hey, I want to abort this baby," I got no say so. Ain't nothing I can do. But if she come to me and she say she's pregnant, I say, I don't want nothing to do with you or that child. She can have the child and I'm responsible for it. How is that fair?
Yeah.
Outside of the livelihood of the mother, saying the mother's life, bro, I think that.
No, I get that scenario, but there's a lot of scenarios where you got like incest and rape. And
then you can write in exceptions. That's different. Like you can write in exceptions to that, and that's up to the state. That's
what I'm saying. It's up to the state, but a lot of these states, if they don't want to.
Then that's just the law. Move to another state, like he said. Like you got to do that for gun laws or anything else. Like, if
but like we were talking about with these homeless people, and sometimes these kids are 16 years old, get pregnant by somebody, uncle or some shit. Like, and
that's just the rule. What if the whole country like passes a law that like if I don't believe in it, you doing it federally, I still got to live here, right? Same thing. So if they don't like let it go federally, like you just got to live it. It's just like like voting, that's what happens, bro. Like majority wins, and that's what happens. You just gotta
Weed
the
ain't legal
losers,
everywhere.
right?
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm saying.
you gotta live with it.
That's why they should have left it the way it was. But when the first trimester, the women had the decision
But
with the
weed is
doctor.
up to every state.
I just but I'm
Like
just
that's how it
indifferent
should be.
about
With
it.
I think most of it. I think like I got a couple of different takes on it because I think I'm gonna let you do yours, but I got a couple of different takes on it.
My whole thing is I'm not against abortion. That's you. That's you. But what I'm not finna sit up here and do is go back and forth about abortion and how it's right or wrong when a man don't even have any say so. Like you can literally go abort my child, and I told you I don't want that child aborted. I want to give me that child. And no, everybody's like her choice, her body, her choice. She can go kill it, and you got no say so in it. But if you go, she say I'm pregnant, you go, I don't want anything to do with that child. I don't want a child, and she has the child. She can put you on the hook to pay for that child financially. How is that fair? How is that fair? Why can't I say I don't want a child and it be cool with it?
Yeah, fair is only for women, bro.
Yeah, now imagine like if that's
real shit. Like you asking, like we're saying it ain't fair for a man or anybody to tell women they can't. But fairness, you asking for fairness for a man. Fairness ain't for men. That's what the law is saying in that instance. Like fairness is for like one person, right? Only person that matters about being fair is, and then that's not even fairness. Fair is two parties making a decision or like equal. Fair equal is the same thing, and there's nothing equal about it. But I think
but in that same instance, it can be like her uncle just raped her and now
that's
she's
different.
pregnant.
That's
But
completely different.
but in you in a state where you say, oh well, just move, but you
No, they
can't
have
move.
exceptions. They have exceptions though. Even in Texas, they have exceptions.
Look at the
They
exceptions,
have
bro.
they have exceptions. So you add those
Look at
exceptions.
it. Look it up.
If it's to save the mother's life,
I don't know what it is, but
if
they go ahead.
No, if it's to save the mother's life, if it's rape or those things, yes, I am for it. But what I'm saying fundamentally, the abortion. If it's two consenting adults have sex,
yeah,
and a child is born, and she goes, I don't want this child, and she goes and kill it. I got no say so in it. I got nothing to say about it. But if she goes, I got this child, and I go, I don't want a child, and she has this child, I'm on the hook. How is that fair? How is that fair to me?
It ain't fair. It ain't fair. It ain't gonna be fair. It ain't like America and laws ain't really meant to be fair, bro. That's just what it is, and that's the overall. Like whatever it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be fair. But I think the overall stance on it, I think from a conservative matter, is deeper than I think just aborting and women rights and having like they view it as like a culture becoming degenerate, and great nations fall a lot of time because of degeneracies and the lack of morals, that those things start to slip. And you see over the course of history, when you study history, great nations have fallen because of loose freedom and let everybody be free and degeneracy. And a lot of times like abortions are being used as birth control. There's a lack of marriage and a lack of like all these certain stats. Like we're talking about nations, right? Families build nations. We're seeing the numbers of families fall. Like they're seeing the core of what builds nations fall apart. And a lot of these laws are not set up in promoting families. And that's one of them where like I think it's a bad culture of there are women that are brag about it. When you call on social media, there are women brag about like abortions and how many they had. And I think it's a degenerate thing. So from a core belief, while I think like, yeah, women should be able to do whatever they want to do with their body and I ain't mad at it. I'm not going to be losing sleep about whatever somebody else go do that ain't got nothing to do. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But my core beliefs and how I'm going to check off a box is, no, I do not believe in it. That's just not some of my core beliefs. Now, I do believe if it's incest or somebody get raped, yeah, that's nasty. Like she should be able to do it. But that's a asterisk in a disclaimer or whatever it may be, terms and conditions you put in to like every other law, like a weed law. There's like fine print to like different laws. But overall, how loose it is, in our culture, it's a lack of family missing. And I think the way we fix the family dynamics is like making these things important. Like, yeah, it's a child. Yeah, it's like you need to build family dynamics and and get married before you're doing certain things and making these decisions, like plan better, like be safer, get your tubes tied, like whatever it may be, but practice safe sex and do the right things instead of like using that in that way. You gotta set rails up or this thing will go off the tracks. If there's no rails and everybody just go do what they want to do because it's their body, it's my body and I want to smoke crack. But if I'm smoking crack in the wrong spot, my ass going to jail. But this is my body. No, I don't care if it's your body. You can't smoke crack over here. Like your body or not your body. You can't tie off and put heroin in it. Not in public. Your ass will go to jail. Like, or anywhere. It's illegal to even have it. But it ain't about just being your body. It's laws to protect the not just you from yourself, but the culture and society from self-destructing.
Yeah, it may be like a asterisk, and we may think like it's an asterisk in a small percentage, but a lot of these people are in that situation, and a lot of people, like even here in Georgia, this lady was in a similar situation, and it was first trimester. She wanted to have a abortion because of her what happened to her, but the laws here in Georgia wouldn't allow her to do it, and the physician didn't feel comfortable because of what the law stated. So she had to find ways to get to somewhere else, and it went south on her. She died. But and a lot of that times that happened, and it's like that's what I'm saying. Like if we were just like left it alone, like all right, well, first trimester, you guys like between the doctor and the physician, and now you're
bringing up one, like you're bringing up a scenario, right?
Not
and then
just one
just saying,
scenario, and we bring up like the one scenario where we're saying, oh, okay, well, maybe the man want the child. That's the same thing. Just like a scenario.
No. What I'm saying is like the scenario you're bringing in, you just right. I do not agree. Like it being like when it's federally just wide open, there's going to be more people use it in a degenerate fashion than what you're saying. So they got to set up the law just like they set up weed, where you still got rails on it. So you set up abortion where there's rails on it, right? So and the states have to do that, and the states got to figure out between the governors and then their people on how to set the rails up. I'm not mad at them for setting it up like that, because if it's just federally and people can go do what they want, I think that's a little bit too wild and that's too crazy. I think each state needs to set it up, and they need to put up rails to, yes, if it's incest, you could be able to go get it in whatever trimester, whatever, how you want to make that work. So I'm not against it in that manner. What I'm saying is when they set this up, it needs to be set up in a state fashion with some rails. Or if it's not, if it's just federal and everybody could go do it with no rails, and
there were rails, so.
No, there wasn't. There is some laws. Some states had it where you could technically get an abortion in the 9th month. That's not rails. That's absolutely crazy.
No, certain states had it, right? Because it wasn't everywhere. It was certain states, right? And because that's when the state got involved in the 2nd and 3rd trimester. Is what I'm saying. The states didn't get involved with it until later on, and the third.
You pull up the whatever you're talking about, but in the bill, how they had it set up, it wasn't
Roe v. Wade. Yeah, pull it up.
Roe v. Wade is just the overall law. Like that's just the argument. So there's different arguments and stances and different bills people written on it, but there's no just flat law of Roe v. Wade. That's just the like any other case. It's a case.
It was a case, but it was also law.
They're pretty much debating the case and how they want to set up the law in each, like so that everybody has like an opinion.
But by them overturning that case, that law, which made it now more, the states have control over everything, right?
Yeah, it's state by state. Hold on, let me pull this shit up, man. So we ain't just like.
Now, from what I've read, like during the first trimester with Roe v. Wade, it was between the doctor and the physician. I meant the physician and the lady who had the baby, and then the 2nd trimester is when the state got involved, and then the 3rd trimester is when the state had more of a decision on what was to happen.
Yeah, so Roe versus Wade is just the general right to have an abortion. It's a debate.
Yeah.
So that's what was turned down, and it's like leaving that up to the state because it's like laws. Every state don't believe. I think a lot of laws should be like that. I think until they put some type of rails up and then you have an overall consensus, but it's just got to be a real democracy in my mind, right? And then people got to vote for it. With democracy, what people, it's got to break it down what people go vote for, and then the laws put in place. But I don't think it should just be adjudicated and just thrown out there to the people because everybody don't believe in it. But you can get closer to what everybody believe in it if it's in a state capacity where people are going to vote in each state. We're getting close too, bro. With like people like democracy is fading away. Like nobody chose Kamala. Like that's a part of democracy.
So yeah, I'm reading it now. So Roe v. Wade, the first trimester, the decision to have an abortion was left solely on the woman and her doctor. The second trimester, the government could regulate abortion procedures in ways reasonably related to maternal health. The third trimester is when the state regulated it. So by them getting rid of it, you take out the decision for the doctor and the woman from that first trimester. That's where the problem lies.
Not every state like that. I don't know.
And my damn battery about to die on my Mac.
We can wrap it up, man.
Yeah. That's about it anyway, man. Tap in. It's Coach Uncut podcast, man. What y'all got going this weekend? We already talked about that. Nothing special? I'm just staying away from the rain, man. Gotta go down to Miami, clear up some things for like the tailgate. A lot of hold up with that, man. The storm is affecting so much shit, man. A lot of like our sponsorship reps and people we're dealing with are from the Tampa area, so we on hold with some of the plays coming from out there, them dealing with back-to-back storms. But I got to get down to Miami. I got a networking event this Saturday, bruh, actually, at the Hard Rock. Pulling up. Yeah.
It's a little plush.
It look fly. I'm gonna be a rooftop on the Hard Rock on the top of the good tire, bro. Hanging with some ball players and whatnot, and see if I could, shake some hand, kiss some babies, get some bigger interviews, mend some relationships and build some relationships. You know how I go, man.
I ain't really got a whole lot. I was gonna go on this hike at Amacola Falls, which is about an hour and a half up the road. Hopefully the weather ain't too bad.
That's in Georgia?
You better bring your life back, jacket, boy.
I don't think I need it.
Nah, he ain't in the path, bro. He's straight.
All right, man. I'm gonna curve up.
Shit,
he got a phone. He gonna know.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to I don't know if you want to put that out there too. I saw you put that on your IG story about the
the federal if you go into your settings of your iPhone into the network part, like when the hurricane hit and you lose service, you can still get service through a federal satellite. Because 9 times out of 10, when the hurricane hit, you're losing all type of cell phone service. But
man, I trap out this phone, dog. I don't need the feds in here, bro. I trap out this joint.
Yeah. Till your ass in the mountains and can't get no damn water.
I trap, man. That's trap phone, dog. You can't.
Everybody gonna be on that fed Wi-Fi, baby.
They just want to get into your phone. They ain't got no warrants because you gonna click a thing.
Man, you better go ahead and get the help, bro. Like,
bro,
you wild out.
Man, motherfuckers is thirsty. Man, they ain't got no power in their house. They finna use all that government Wi-Fi.
You just give them a free warrant.
Man, them people stole federal PPP loans. You think they gonna not use the Wi-Fi? Like, you crazy?
Taking all that shit,
100%. They finna fraud FEMA, the Wi-Fi, everything else. They gonna be doing fraud on the federal Wi-Fi.
How you turn it on?
Kidding me?
Yeah,
there ain't no storm in your area. They ain't just gonna give it to you out in California. How you turn it on?
They don't really care.
It ain't gonna be in your network. You gotta be in the storm area.
I got Starlink, cuz.
That's what you brought to the tailgate?
Yeah, Starlink.
Hey, you get rid of that shit then.
Yeah,
I ain't no feds. I ain't giving no feds.
Hey, send me your Starlink password. I'm gonna give it out to the homeless down there, man.
Hell nah. They damn sure ain't gonna get it. They got
right, that boy
phones
gigabyte
anyway.
dry.
They got Obama phones anyway.
Go ahead.
Trey, you froze again, man. Your
I
camera
see,
battery
man.
died.
Yeah, it is. My whole computer about it.
Boy, you need that boy got that off Amazon.
No, but you got,
Amazon.
but you got on that doggone Yeezy trash bag right now. I know you ain't talking.
That boy got that.
That's a Columbia jacket.
That's Columbia, baby.
Oh,
Shout out to Columbia, man.
Get that sponsorship deal.
Don't you not ever pop your collar on a Columbia jacket, bro?
Yeah, no, he's like, ain't there some white people?
Hey, Chet, how's it going, brother? You got the wrong one, buddy.
Man, get me up out of here. Y'all can't see me because I really want to go in on it.
Out of here.
Go ahead, get me out of here. Let's go, man.
That boy froze with a Ninja Turtle behind him.
Hey, that's my dog Squirtle, boy. I was like, yo, my
what?
That's Squirtle. That's his name. Yeah.
Hey, man, good show, man. Good show, boy.
Yeah, solid show, man. Hey, see y'all boys on the other side of the storm. It's the Coach Uncut podcast. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Go to the website, buy y'all some coffee, man. The website scrolling at the bottom. Also, 470-851-6735. Leave us a message, thoughts, and opinions. Teacup podcast. Buy some merch, buy some coffee, support your favorite podcast. We out.
Oh boy.
Squirt.
Man,
McCrispy strips are now at McDonald's. Tender, juicy, and its own sauce. Would you look at that? Well, you can't see it, but trust me, it looks delicious. New McCrispy strips, now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ever wonder what your lashes are destined for? The cards have spoken. Maybelline New York Mascara does it all. Whether you crave fully fan lashes with Lash Sensational, big, bold volume from the Colossal, a dramatic lift with Falsies Lash Lift, or natural-looking volume from Great Lash, your perfect lash future awaits. Manifest your best mascara today. Shop Maybelline New York and discover your lash destiny. Shop now at Walmart.
Are you still quoting 30-year-old movies? Have you said cool beans in the past 90 days? Do you still think Discover isn't widely accepted? If this sounds like you, you're stuck in the past. Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. And every time you make a purchase with your card, you automatically earn cash back. Welcome to the now. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/creditcard. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.